How the Hare Outwitted the Tiger. In the mountains of the province of Gangwon lived an old tiger. One day he met a hare and said, "I'm hungry, and I will eat you now." But the hare was very cunning and replied, "Dear uncle, won't you come with me? I have brought all sorts of delicious food." The tiger followed the hare. They descended into the valley. The hare took out 11 round stones, smiled and said, "Have you ever tasted such delicacy?" The tiger, curious, asked, "How do you eat them?" The hare replied, "Oh, it's simple. Throw them into the fire, and when they turn red, take them out and eat. Roasted, they are tastier." The hare made a fire, threw the stones in. The tiger watched as the stones roasted, drooling, and the hare said to him, "Dear uncle, I'll go fetch some sauce for you to make it tastier. Just don't eat one alone, wait for me. There are only 10, enough for both of us." The hare ran away, and the tiger started counting the stones. He saw that there weren't 10 but 11. The stones turned red in the fire, glowing. Greed overcame the tiger. He grabbed a stone and swallowed it, just to get less for the hare. He burned his insides. In pain, he almost went mad. He ran into the mountains. For a whole month he couldn't eat anything. He walked hungry. He wandered and met the hare again. The hare was sitting near a dense bush in the middle of the field. The tiger roared, "Well, sly one, you won't deceive me a second time. Because of you, I burned my insides. I walked hungry for the whole month. Now I will eat you." The hare trembled with fear, but pretended nothing was wrong and said, "You know, uncle, how many sparrows are here? Look up, you'll see for yourself. I hunt them. Just open your mouth, I'll throw thousands of sparrows into it. It's better than eating just me." The tiger looked up and indeed saw sparrows flying about the bush. The tiger said to the hare, "Are you not deceiving me again?" The hare replied, "Oh no, I only wish you well. Enter the bush and open your mouth." The tiger entered the middle of the bush, raised his head and opened his mouth, and the hare set the bush on fire. The fire crackled loudly, as if indeed thousands of sparrows were roasting on it. "Do you hear, uncle?" shouted the hare. "How many sparrows flew in?" The hare ran away, leaving the tiger alone. It was hot for the tiger. Suddenly he saw the fire closing in on him from all sides, closer and closer. He barely escaped the fire. All his fur burned, and without fur you can't stand the cold. The tiger sat in his den, sat for a week, another one. He waited for his fur to grow back, and he sharpened his teeth for the hare. He was so angry with him. Finally the tiger's fur grew back, and he went to the village to find food. And it was winter. He walked and saw the hare sitting by the river. The tiger roared, "You fooled me twice, but you won't fool me a third time. What do you have to say in your defense?" And the hare replied humbly, "You didn't understand, uncle. Everything happened because you didn't follow my advice. Look, I'm catching fish. In winter, the river is full of fish, and there's nothing tastier than fresh fish. You should try it." The tiger asked, "How do you catch it? Fish? Maybe you want to trick me again? Look, this is the last time. I won't spare you anymore." "I won't deceive you, uncle," the hare replied. "You know the saying, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Look at the bottom. You'll see the fish right away. So put your tail in the water and close your eyes. When you open them, the fish will be caught. Just sit quietly. Don't move your tail until I say so. You won't find a better fishing rod than your tail." The tiger looked at the bottom, and indeed there were fish swimming. He put his tail in the water, closed his eyes and waited. And the hare ran around, looked into the water and shouted, "When your tail becomes heavy, the fish is caught. It's almost there. Just be patient." It was evening. The frost struck. The water froze. It froze. The tiger couldn't pull his tail out. And the hare shouted, "Uncle, uncle, pull out your tail! Look how many fish you caught!" The tiger tried to pull out his tail, but it wasn't so easy. He pulled once, then again, but the tail didn't budge. "Look how much fish there is," thought the tiger. "Now I can't lift my tail." And the hare said, "You wanted to eat me, but you got caught yourself. Let your tail freeze, and you'll stay here," said, and ran away. The tiger realized then that he wouldn't see the mountains again. Without a tail, you can't run away. In the morning, people came, and they saw the tiger sitting on his hind legs. And that's how they caught him. The Rabbit Reader read for you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and dream.